Thank you, and I yield the floor to my friend from Iowa.
Mr. President,
The senator from Iowa.
let me assure the senator from New York that I'm willing to listen to his stories about how people might be affected by the health insurance debate that's going on in the Congress right now. If he'll listen to some of the stories I have to tell, that maybe eventually by the middle of June, 94 people in 94 of the 99 counties of Iowa may not even be able to buy health insurance because of the shortcomings of Obamacare. So he talked about the tough consequences of the House bill on health care. I'm coming to the United States Senate floor today to talk about the tough consequences of Obamacare on health care delivery in America. So I rise today to speak some more about the Affordable Care Act. The law is collapsing before our eyes. After 7 years of Obamacare, it continues to overreach, overpromise, and overstay its welcome for the American people. I want to tell you the history about a bridge that relates very much to what's happening to Obamacare today. So before I dive into the details of some of the happenings of Obamacare and denying people in my state of Iowa with the inability to get any insurance, I want to share a story about a bridge in the state of Washington. This bridge is right here. This is the collapse of that bridge. The bridge is called Tacoma Narrows Bridge. It was built in 1940. Was the world's third largest suspension bridge. It was considered a state-of-the-art masterpiece of 20th century engineering. But the bridge was set to fail from the very beginning. On July 1st, 1940, the $6 million bridge opened to traffic. Just 5 months later, on November 7th, 1940, the bridge collapsed. What caused the massive steel and concrete structure to twist, turn, and drop nearly 200 feet into Puget Sound? Importantly, there was a key foreshadowing clue. The bridge was nicknamed Galloping Gertie for its dancing, swaying bridge deck. On most days, it resembled a roller coaster, rolling in the winds. But on the morning of November 7th, Gertie's dance became twisted in a howling 40-mile-an-hour winds. Dramatic footage shown here shows tons of concrete and steel cables snapping like fishing lines before its collapse. Gertie essentially self-destructed due to design flaws that created sheer havoc in those high winds. Like Obamacare, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge wasn't built to last. Like Galloping Gertie, Obamacare is on a self-destruction course with destiny. Galloping Gertie collapsed by a flawed design that was unable to withstand high winds. And every day that goes by without a bipartisan solution to fix the flaws, Obamacare is moving the American people closer to a calamity. Sooner rather than later, Obamacare will become its own bridge to nowhere with no insurance plans on the exchanges. And millions of Americans will be left twisting high and dry. The warning signs can no longer be ignored. First, insurers, meaning health insurers, are bailing. The individual market is near collapse. Just last week, another insurance company, Aetna, announced it will quit the remaining 2 states it planned to see plans under Obamacare. That means in 2018, Aetna will sell 0 plans on the exchange individual market. Just a year ago, in 2016, Aetna participated in the individual markets in 778 counties across the country. In 2017, that number fell to 242. In 2018, that number will be 0. We ought to repeat that story because everybody's talking about what the House Care bill might do to people's health insurance and their health care. This is a fact that people can't buy health insurance, or if they buy it, it's so high they can't afford it. That's the story we ought to be telling, at least with equal weight given by people that are talking about that we don't really have to do anything. My home state has been hit particularly hard by insurers pulling out of its individual market. In 2016, United Healthcare Group announced it would leave Iowa the following year. Last month, Aetna and Wellmark announced they would be pulling out of the individual market in Iowa. This leaves 94 of our 99 counties in Iowa with one choice for health insurance on the individual market. A constituent wrote to me following the news of their departure, quote, "My son recently turned 26 years old and is ineligible to remain on my insurance. Therefore, he signed up for his own policy through Wellmark. My son farms with my husband, so while my husband has coverage through me, my son may soon be facing the fact that he will not be able to buy health insurance. My son, a true beginning farmer, will be forced to leave our farming operation and seek employment solely for the purpose of health care coverage," end quote. If Congress doesn't act, the individual market may come crashing down, just like this Tacoma Bridge. We simply can't ignore another warning sign. Healthier, younger people are choosing the off-ramp, the toll to join Obamacare is turning out to be unaffordable for them. Obamacare, then, is unsustainable. Remarkably, instead of joining us to fix this broken bridge, the other side wants to leave Americans twisting in the wind. In my home state, 70,000 Iowans are enrolled in the individual exchanges, and the last carrier left, Medica, is on the fence about its plans for 2018. That's why I told Senator Schumer to listen to our stories of people in 94 of Iowa's 99 counties may not even be able to buy insurance on the exchange. The day has come. It's time to cross the bridge. It's time to repeal and replace Obamacare before it finishes its collapse. I yield the floor.